The Archons regrouped in the aftermath of their defeat at Olympus Mons, their High Council convening in secret to discuss the unthinkable, how a primitive species like humans could thwart their invasion. Within the crystalline halls of the Archon capital on Zenthra Prime, where energy constructs pulsed with iridescent light, the counselors argued. "This is an aberration," snarled Counselor Valix, his silver exosuit glinting under the glow of the chamber. "We underestimated them, yes, but we remain superior. A single defeat changes nothing. Deploy the Omegadron fleets, crush them before they evolve further." Counselor Zira, a more pragmatic voice, countered. "Deploying the Omegadrons risks destabilizing our dominion elsewhere. Already, the Zalrix colonies whisper rebellion. If we pour our resources into Earth, we weaken ourselves across the galaxy." "And what do you propose?" Valix shot back. "Negotiation with savages?" "No," Zira said coldly. "Study them. Understand what makes them strong. Only then can we dismantle their resilience." Meanwhile, on Earth, humanity was adapting faster than anyone anticipated. Across the world, nations collaborated in ways that had once seemed impossible. Scientists in Beijing worked alongside engineers in Berlin, while tactical commanders from Washington coordinated with strategists in Mumbai. Humanity's ability to unite under pressure became its greatest strength. General Elena Markov stood in the heart of the Alliance's command center, buried deep beneath the Rocky Mountains. Holographic displays filled the room, depicting the positions of Archon fleets and Earth's counteroffensive units. She addressed a group of leaders and strategists. "We've seen their tactics, their strengths, and their weaknesses," she said. "They rely on shock and awe, overwhelming force to break the will of their enemies. That won't work on us. We fight differently. We fight smart. Adaptive. And now, we're taking the fight to them." Admiral Akinyo of the Nigerian Space Corps nodded. "Our salvaged Archon technology has given us a foothold. The prototype warships are ready for deployment. If we strike their supply lines, we can cripple their ability to sustain the invasion." The council murmured in agreement, but Elena raised her hand for silence. "There's more. The Archon psyche thrives on dominance. They don't understand defeat, but they fear it. If we push hard enough, we can fracture their morale and turn their subjugated allies against them." The plan was bold. Humanity would send its first fleet beyond the solar system, targeting the Archon logistical hub at Zelvris Prime. The fleet included retrofitted battleships, now equipped with energy shields and railguns that rivaled Archon technology. At its helm was Captain Hiroshi Tanaka, a seasoned tactician known for his unconventional methods. Hiroshi addressed his crew as they prepared for the mission. "We've all lost something to the Archons: family, homes, our way of life. Today, we take the first step to ensure no one else suffers the same. We're not just defending Earth, we're rewriting the rules of this galaxy." The mission was perilous. The fleet's warp drives, reverse-engineered from Archon technology, were untested for long-range travel. But humanity had no choice. As the ships jumped into hyperspace, the crew braced for the unknown. On Zelvris Prime, the Archons were unprepared for a human assault. The planetary defenses, designed to repel minor uprisings, crumbled under the onslaught of Earth's warships. Hiroshi's fleet executed precise strikes, targeting energy refineries and supply depots. The Archons scrambled to respond, but the humans were relentless. During the battle, Hiroshi received a transmission from the surface, a plea for help. It came from a Zalrixian slave, part of a species subjugated by the Archons for centuries. "Humans," the Zalrixian said, his voice trembling. "You fight them. You stand against them. We can help you. Free us, and we'll fight by your side." It was a gamble, but Hiroshi agreed. He deployed ground troops to liberate the Zalrixian slaves, equipping them with weapons and training them in guerrilla tactics. The Zalrixians proved invaluable allies, their knowledge of Archon infrastructure turning the tide of the battle. Back on Zenthra Prime, the Archon High Council was in disarray. Reports of the Zelvris Prime attack had spread throughout the Dominion, emboldening resistance movements. Councillor Valix, desperate to maintain control, ordered a retaliatory strike on Earth, deploying the Omegadron fleets despite Zira's warnings. The Omegadron assault was catastrophic. Massive war machines descended upon Earth, each one a towering amalgamation of metal and energy. Cities burned, and millions perished. But humanity refused to break. In the ruins of New York City, a group of survivors led by Captain Amara Singh mounted a desperate defense. Using salvaged Archon weapons, they managed to disable one of the Omegadrons, proving that even these monstrosities were not invincible. General Markov coordinated a global counterattack, deploying the last of Earth's prototype railguns. These massive weapons, capable of piercing planetary shields, were used to devastating effect. The Omegadron fleet was destroyed, but at great cost. The final act of the war unfolded on Zenthra Prime itself. Humanity, now allied with a coalition of former Archon subjects, launched an assault on the heart of the Dominion. The Archons, once arrogant in their superiority, now faced an enemy they could neither predict nor control. Elena Markov stood on the bridge of the flagship Resolute, addressing the combined fleet. "This is not just our fight. This is a fight for every species they've oppressed, every world they've ravaged. Today, we show the galaxy that no empire is eternal. Together, we end this." The battle was unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. Starships clashed above Zenthra Prime, while ground forces stormed the planet's surface. The Archons, despite their advanced technology, were overwhelmed by the sheer determination of their enemies. In the final moments, Hiroshi Tanaka led a strike team into the Archon High Council chamber. Facing Valix and Zira, he delivered humanity's ultimatum. "This is over," he said. "Surrender, or we'll finish what we started." Valix, defiant to the end, lunged at Hiroshi, but Zira intervened. "Enough," she said, her voice heavy with resignation. "We were wrong. Humanity is not prey. They are our equals, perhaps even our betters." With Zira's surrender, the Archon Dominion fell. Humanity emerged as a new power in the galaxy, not through conquest, but through resilience and unity. The galaxy learned to fear and respect the species that had turned the tide against impossible odds. Earth, once dismissed as a backwater world, became a beacon of hope and defiance. Humanity's legacy was one of survival, innovation, and the unyielding spirit to stand against oppression. The galaxy would never be the same.